Hey, what's going on, Guardians? Nem here with another episode of Guardian Spotlight, where we pick a member of the Destiny community and put them under the spotlight and get to know them a little bit. On today's episode, we have Cob1 Art, one of the many fantastic artists that are part of the Destiny community. How's it going, man?
It's going really well. How you doing?
Good, man. Excited to finally be able to sit down and talk to you a little bit and get to know, a little bit of your history with art and Destiny and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so
thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
No, dude, it's my pleasure having you here. Ever since I had to represent, I had to do it.
Yeah, you know what, dude? I pulled that shirt out. I was gonna rock that for this podcast, and I was like, I was getting ready to, get ready for Mother Stream. I was like, no, I'll rock my new Titan shirt, but.
That looks good. That looks really
How funny would that have been? We'd pop up and we've got the same shirt on. Like,
dude, again, favorite shirt.
But dude, thank you, man. Thank you for the support. Dude,
keep it coming.
I'm always blown away, when someone's like, yeah, I got one of your pieces or prints or shirts or so it's awesome, man.
So basics. How'd you get into Destiny? Like, what brought you into this world?
I've always been an avid gamer since earliest memories. Like my dad came up with Pong and Atari, Coleco. I'm pretty old, so like I go way back to those systems, and I've had damn near every single one growing up. So I've always been a hardcore gamer, but I've always been PlayStation, so I've known about Bungie, of course, Halo, those days. So when I found out they were making a game for PlayStation, I got really pumped for it. So that's kind of how I got into getting Destiny, but I'm definitely a beta day one player, so yeah, just got into it that way, and it's been my favorite game of all time.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I'm like right there with you. I've always had a PlayStation myself, so I missed out like on all the Halo stuff up until
I played them with friends. I just never got into it. I would play PvP with them and stuff. It was just never my cup of tea, I guess.
Oh well, look at how that works out now.
Or a cup of Whataburger.
So as far as Destiny, man, what's your favorite class? Who do you go for?
Well, I have to say Warlock, because that was my A1 day one. Maxed out all the characters in the beta. I decided, Distance was my favorite, the Nova Bomb. So that kind of is what sold me, and it kind of snowballed from there. But these days, it's the same answer I tell people. I truly do love everyone 33% .33. Like, I love them all equally. I play them all equally. I try to, get everything done on each one. These days, it's a little bit slower on Destiny 2. But yeah, I kind of love them all equally. But at heart, it's Warlock Master Race at heart, so.
What about like as far as like favorite exotics? What's like an exotic? Like if you could bring over one that's not currently there from like D1 to your current D2 like Warlock, what would you bring over?
Did you say weapon?
Yeah, weapon or armor.
Oh, armor. Oh, dude, Death Singer's Gaze. That's my favorite, man. I actually tracked down the dude at Bungie and like personally thanked him for coming up with that because it was so badass. And I followed the dude that modeled it, Mike Jensen, on Instagram. But for armor, I would say the helmet. If I had to say weapon, it'd be my baby, the Suros.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's always near and dear to my heart.
Yeah,
so.
That's cool. Hey, with the exotics that are there's a lot of old exotics coming back. We might see the Suros.
I would bet we're going to see every single old exotic that we've ever had, unfortunately, with like 14 different ornament skins.
I hope so.
But, hey.
Now, as far as, you're part of the Destiny community, what are your, some of your favorite memories that you have, over the 4 years that we've had?
Man, gosh, this game has just opened so many doors. I've met so many wonderful people, but I would say having Bungie do a community focus on me, like getting that email from Cosmo, like, hey, my name's Cosmo, I freaked out over that. So that's pretty cool. Getting invited to the Destiny 2 premiere in LA last year, that was really cool. I met so many of the streamers I kind of knew, you know, virtually, but getting to put the face with the name is really cool. So that's why I'm looking forward to Guardian Con this year, doing that as well.
Stepping into a little bit more of your art, when did you first like start getting into art? Was it something that like, was there like a moment that, you know, brought you closer to it, or is it something, or is it an interest that you?
I would say that the moment was birth. Like, honestly, it's divine intervention, man. My earliest memories, I say this a lot, it was just art. Looking at a blank piece of paper and a pencil, this excitement built in me that I couldn't wait to just unleash something imaginative on the paper. Kindergarten, I tell this story a lot. Kindergarten, I got in trouble a lot for speeding through tests just to flip the paper over to doodle and fill up the whole back. Like, I would get in trouble for that. I would always do good on my tests, but, you know, still it was a no-no. So, yeah, my earliest memories, man, like I was drawing dinosaurs and airplanes and dragons and skulls and ninjas, and I just, you know, it's always been part of my life, you know, ever since my earliest memory. So at least 35 years I've been doing art. So.
Wow, that's really, really cool. You know, and it shows, like, it just, the amount of detail that you put into a lot of your drawings is insane. Because the particular style that you do, and it's like a lot. I've seen you do colored stuff, but a lot of your art is
it's few and far between. People don't know that I'm not colorblind. Yeah, the blue is actually the pencil I sketch with. A lot of people don't know it's called a non-photo blue pencil. And a lot of people that do pen and ink work actually use those. I use them. It started because I would turn a lot of my commissions into my prints I put on my Etsy. So what's cool about that blue color is if you photocopy it in black and white or scan it, whatever, they're invisible. Those lines do not show up. Only your ink lines show up. The only reason you see those on like my Instagram or when I post them is because I'm literally taking those with my camera, you know, like on my phone. But when you scan that, it's just your ink lines. So that's really nice, especially, you know, I grew up doing the light pencil sketches, and then I would ink over that. And then I'm coming back with the pencil all, you know, like detailed, trying to not smear the ink. So you can just go crazy over the blue, you know, and not have to sweat it. But it does, there's like something beautiful that happens when that black hits that blue. Like for me, I just love it. So that's kind of, that and the grays are kind of new too. This past year, I started doing a lot of gray tones with the markers and the white highlights and stuff. But yeah.
That's one of the things that I really like watching creative streams, and, you know, your streams, you start from nothing, and then you end up with this amazing looking piece of art. So it's really, really cool for the people who haven't tuned in to watch. You guys are missing out. Now, seriously. Now, you know, with everything that's been going on with D2, and, you know, it's no stranger if you're part of the community, you know what's been happening. How do you feel as a player and as a consumer about the current state of the game?
You know, the bottom of my heart, I love Destiny. Like I said earlier, it's my favorite game of all time. So there's going to be some things I take personal and want to defend. There gets to be a certain point, though. I mean, where you just really can't defend things much anymore, and you kind of you view them. And, you know, you don't want to have this blind, lopsided opinion like, it's the greatest thing ever no matter what they do. But I have faith. I think Bungie, I think they'll turn it around. I thought they would have learned from a lot of their past things, but, you know, we all make mistakes and then more mistakes and then more mistakes. So, but, you know, I have faith, man. All the negativity going on right now, it just drives me crazy. I usually don't let the trolls get to me on Twitter or whatever, but when people jump in on a conversation and then start berating, like, it's dead game. Why are you even da-da-da-da? That's when I have to come back. Why are you even still on this feed? Like, why are you still keeping up with the game that disgusts you? Or, you know, just play something else. That's all there is to it. Play something else. I've been playing and having a hella good time on Fortnite. Me and my girlfriend and friends and clan members. And we have our Destiny night, Fortnite. You know, and there's all kinds of games coming out, you know, on the horizon. But I have faith, man. I'm gonna play something, you know, else. If I feel like playing Destiny 2, I'll pop it in. We were talking earlier before we went live that you know, we're gonna have a retro night here coming up here with my clan. We're gonna pop in D1 and go whoop some orcs ass. So So I will always be a fan. I love Bungie. I know people personally at Bungie, and they love the game. They love the community. They're not out trying to purposely screw people. It hurts them when people are slamming things. And I read a really good article about a developer who said why would you want to be a developer nowadays? Because it's so toxic with social media and oh, I don't like that. I'm going to go snipe his grandma at the grocery store, because he put an extra level in at this part of the, come on, it's a game, So that's kind of how I feel. I have faith, man. Destiny's my baby. I love that game. So I have faith, go on a hiatus. That's kind of how I am. I play it once or twice a week, maybe hop in, get my flashpoints here or there. But I'm not, raiding every week hardcore anymore. You just can't, you got to do other stuff right now. Yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at right now.
The last few bits of information that we've gotten from, Christopher Barrett and with the development update, what's one of the, let's say, three things, your top three things that stood out from that development update that you're really looking forward to the most?
For me personally, one of the biggest things was the 6v6 Crucible. Come on, thank God. That shit, they should have never... I don't get that. Yeah. But that was a big one for me because when stuff got stale in Destiny, you could always hit the fellas up and let's go split some wigs. Let's hop in PvP and go. And now you get the PvP sucks, man. It's Team Shot Simulator 2018. Or, it's just not fun, man. It's just the two times recently, and that's the second thing leading into my second point that he said. Mayhem. I had so much fun in Mayhem this past time. Me and my colony, man, we were just having little spider egg babies everywhere. They were just going crazy, and it was so fun. And the laser tag tournament, man, bring that back.
Yeah.
That's why I did that Prometheus laser tag shirt.
That's a badass shirt.
Because something had to be done to commemorate that, because that was one weekend, and it was so much fun, and pun very intended. We had a blast. So bring that back. Just make a all exotic mode where we can all put on all exotics and just go ham. Just have fun with it. Stuff like that shouldn't be. I don't think that would be that difficult to drop in the game. But little things like that just takes it back to when Destiny was better. They kind of. I really still hate the randomization of PvP.
Of the playlists?
I hate that. Me and my clan, we were 80% control. We just murked at control. Yeah. I mean, destroyed at it. And now we got to play 7 random supremacies and hope that one of them's control. So that's probably the third thing is the PvP. It said they were going to regulate the randomness of things. I don't think, in case I missed it, I don't think they said they were going to give us control, right? They never say anything about that. It's still kind of random.
Yeah, as far as playlists, I think it still seems like it's going to be kind of random.
Okay.
Did they kind of just mention Rumbled all the way towards the end? Next thing you know, we're going to have a Destiny Battle Royale.
Can you imagine, 1v1, 2 Novas fly at each other?
Cross-mapping Novas from one map to
I love me some cross mapping. I've only gotten 2 cross maps on Destiny 2. I'm kind of sad about that. It's not quite the same distance wise, but if you've never seen it, dude, check out my my video on YouTube, my cross map Novas. I have a whole compilation of just saltiness.
That's awesome. No, you kind of answered this earlier on, but what other games are you currently playing other than D2, of course?
Besides Destiny, I really like action adventure. Really, I like any type of game, even RPGs. I'm very selective with RPGs just because of time suckerness. You have to really devote time into those games. But right now, I'm really enjoying Horizon again. I just played through that again. I'm now into the Frozen Wilds, which I haven't experienced yet. So I'm playing that. I'm playing Fortnite with everybody. Everybody's golf is pretty fun. And I want to get back into. I used to play the Tom Clancy one a lot.
The Wildlands?
Not Siege. Yes, Wildlands. And I heard that Predator's in that mofo now, so I want to go look for the Predator. So stuff like that. I just downloaded that side scroller with the Eskimo and the Fox, Never Alone, I think it's called. That was the free one last month. I just got Deus Ex freebie. I haven't played it, but you know, I don't know. I'm open to all games usually. You know, sports games, even 2K. Although I haven't done 2K18 like I have 17. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff out there too. Just
Yeah.
kind of like relax and, you know, take a little break until, you know, we get, you know, the next DLC or something in D2.
Exactly, man.
Just
You know, the
have fun.
April update around April is usually a goodie. So
Yeah. So
I'm thinking they're going to try to push that a little quicker than April, though.
Oh man, it can't be as bad though as when Taken King came out, and then we had the next update, which was in Springs, which was a 6-month gap of no content.
Yeah, yeah,
that
that
was rough.
that was one of those lulls.
That was super rough. Now, as far as, you know, like whether it's art or, you know, you also do music as well, or you used to do music.
Yeah, gosh, it hurts me to say I did music because I don't do it as much since really the past couple years. When I started doing a lot of art right after Destiny 1 and that kind of just exploded, a lot of my creative time I started devoting to doing art versus sitting down and producing music. But yeah, since 1998, I started producing hip-hop. So up to about a few years ago, I was going pretty strong. So yeah, under Scorpio Flow, all one word. But yeah, it's one of my passions. I hope to eventually get back into. It'll never leave me, so I will. But yeah, music. It's just another form of art, you know. Music. Graffiti. You know, that's where the Cobb One comes from. You know, and hip hop was a gateway into graffiti for me. And growing up in North Carolina, I loved graffiti, but it was never around.
Gotcha.
So magazines, and you know, that was the only way. But then I moved to Albuquerque, and my cousin who lived here took me around, and it was amazing. Just all the beautiful pieces everywhere. So that got me into actually doing graffiti. So that's where the name Cobb One comes from.
Oh, that's awesome. That's good to know.
So yeah. So
is there any like current or special projects that you would like to share, or, you know, upcoming, you know, streams and stuff?
I'm you know, besides my normal commissions, I've been working almost 3 years now off and on with 3 of my coworkers. You know, for my job, I do multimedia graphic design, video, audio, 3D design for Lockheed Martin. So 3 of my other coworkers for the past 3 years, we've had this this idea of we're actually putting together a card game. It's a deck building game, and we're about to launch it, our Kickstarter. We were aiming for this month. I think it looks like it's going to get pushed to next month. We've been playtesting things. I don't want to reveal anything, but it's definitely very funny. It's like between like a Cards Against Humanity and like really idiotic superheroes.
That sounds
and all
awesome.
the art is 100% done by me. It's like, I think it's something like almost 60 pieces of individual, like, and it's funny, man. We got some funny characters. I did a lot of the writing, a lot of the characters I came up with myself. So it's a borderline offensive, yet, you know, all the ball jokes, and like, you know, we got this Punisher dude, and, you know, instead of Bullseye, his name is Ballseye, and he's got like just 2 big balls hanging out. And you know, and that's probably about the extent of how gross it can get. But man, there's some really fun stuff, and the game is fun as hell to play, man. Me and my girlfriend have been playing it. I've been play testing it locally with people, but once I'm ready to unleash that, man, I can't wait. It's going to be a pretty cool Kickstarter. So that's kind of on the wings here, and then Guardian Con. That's about all I've got. You know, huge big things. Yeah. Oh, and check out my YouTube, because I put my time-lapse art videos on there. Everything online, all my socials are Cobb One Art, KOBONEART, all together. And that's Instagram, Twitter. I try to stream every day on Twitch. That doesn't always happen every day. I try to do it sometimes weekends here and there, but every day at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'll get on, like you said earlier, I'll start from scratch, sketch, and try to come out with a finished piece within like an hour or 2. So I do that. My YouTube channel, Cobb One Art, I take all my Twitch videos and I time-lapse them. You know, a 2-hour session becomes 2 minutes. So that's kind of cool to watch it come to life like that. You can find, I have lots of originals and prints on my Etsy store. and that's just I think it's cob1art.etsy.com, and then my Teespring store, which Nim was so very nice to purchase one of those Death Singer. What did I call it? Scream Queen? Omnigul. Yeah, she's one of my faves. See, and that goes back to that helmet, like I was saying, man. That the aesthetics of it, dude. So yeah, you can find me on all those Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, all the socials. I know I'm probably forgetting one or two. Instagram has most of my work. DeviantArt has some stuff. I need to update that. But yeah, come hang out on Twitch with me. Check out my YouTube videos, all that. I'm about to actually launch a big giveaway on my Instagram. I'm going to give away, actually, I have it right here. I just found this at Walgreens. I already have one for my collection, but this is the Walgreens exclusive Hunter.
Okay.
It actually comes with, what is it, the Celestial Nighthawk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to do that. That's going to be a Twitch one, and then I'm going to give away 3 original drawings that people can, have done. So that's
awesome.
Cob1art on Google. You'll find me.
Yeah. Well, there you go. YouTube, you guys gotta get on it. He posts a lot of great stuff, and like again, the talent of that he has is incredible. So you can't miss it. It's insane. It's really, really cool.
Thanks so much, dude. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. But that's gonna be all for today, Cob. Dude, thank you so much for coming out and being part of the Guardian Spotlight, man. Dude, super, super appreciate it and admire everything that you do, man.
Dude, I'm honored, man. Thank you so much. I love you guys over at Planet Destiny.